I am the Judas Resurrection.
And this is a message to any of you people that want to join the military and go through basic training. For those of you who want the hazing, why do you want the hazing? So you can haze others? Oh, oh boy. I guess if I'm going to talk to military, I need to put my beret on. Oh. Have you ever seen something so beautiful? Never mind that. Let's put on my beret. Because this is from the playlist when I was in the Army. It'll be on there. If you look down below, you go to my channel thing, you'll find all kinds of things, something for everyone to hate. And when I was in the Army is in there. So I'm going to tell you a story that out of the more than 7,000, close to 8,000 videos I've done since 2019. I have never told this story. And I mentioned this to Victoria yesterday. I said, I have never told this story in one of my videos. I'm sure of it. I used to know everything I did, and I'm still pretty good at going in and finding what I did. Just as long as I didn't get too artistic in the title of the video, I can find it. The mental state, the direction we're going, it's there. It complies. It goes really easy when it comes to finding out what it was I was wanting to talk about, trying to remember it from years ago. I told her, and I'm going to mention that Hagsuck character right now, because he's the reason I'm telling this story now. No reason I never told it before. It's just there. It's when we were in basic training. I was there from July 15th, and I graduated on September 17th of 1987. The drill sergeants there, they didn't cuss at us like you would expect them to. They called us hero. What I get from that is the idea that if you're going to be a hero, you are kind of a dumbass, except in special circumstances, that is running in and going to get yourself killed, and nobody's going to get anything out of it that does anybody any good. You just lost another fighting man. But so they did not cuss at us. They demeaned us. It's part of the job. They did not put hands on us in 1987. And now you got this Hagsuck character getting up on stage and saying, you know, we're going to go back to the good old days when you could cuss at people and put your hands on them. Well, you see how it worked for Private Pile in Full Metal Jacket. we lost a good drill instructor, somebody that was pretty effective, because he fucking put his hands on Pyle, and Pyle found out he liked guns. Oh no. That's every second grader in the Gaylord Community Church, or whichever church you're in Gaylord, Catholic diocese. I'm not sure about any of that. Cigarette went out. But this story, I'm sure, has never been told, even though I go back on things every once in a while to make a point. I told her about how when I was in basic training, I had the top bunk in the Bay of Men, just one big room. Everybody laying low when the tornado comes through Kentucky. Everybody afraid but me. I'm like, wow, I might actually get picked up by a tornado. And I know by now, I didn't know then, but if I were to get picked up by a tornado and hucked across the plains, I would do a fine parachute landing, fall, and get up and have a story to tell about it. Everybody else thought they were going to die. You can't kill me that easy. They've been trying for years, and I've done enough to make it happen. Hasn't worked. Only once did I die, and nobody brought me back but me. Fuck you. I don't know why I had to say it that way. I'm getting ready to tell the story. I maintain the right. 307th Engineer Battalion, 82nd Airborne Division Engineers, 18th Airborne Corps, Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Grove Street and Gruber, right there. And the Plank Road is down the way, not the one with the brewery. I was in basic training, and they do that thing every once in a while where they come in and they throw the trash cans and any time in the morning when the drill sergeants came in, you had to be on the line in the front leaning rest position. That's the push-up position. Sitting there in the front leaning rest, and then they'd start smoking. Welcome to the Army. Time to get up. Dig that ditch, you son of a bitch. You're in the Army now. Well, there was a morning they came in earlier than normal, and the trash cans were coming down the aisles, and I was sleeping. I had so many nocturnal emissions in basic training. I have a hard time believing they were giving us saltpeter, because I've been told you can't have an orgasm without an erection, but that's just old science. I'd sleep very deeply, and all of a sudden, clank, 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 clank. And I came to out of a sleep, falling through the air at the ground in a front-leaning rest position, and I landed on the line, and I was there before they ever made it down. It's too bad they didn't see it. They would have given me a fucking medal or something. The truth is, we were so disciplined without getting cussed at and without having hands put upon us that we followed without question what it was to be done. I rolled out of bed in my sleep and landed in a front-leaning rest position on the line, waiting for them to make me do physical exercises. And I remember landing on it, boom. And I said, wow. It blew even my mind. That's a mind-blowing experience. There's another damn playlist down there. Look up mind-blowing experience playlist. It's got stuff that surprises even me. That's one of them. I was right there. I'm like, wow. So when Hagsuck, that fuck, tells you, that pogue tells you, you need to be beaten and demeaned to the bottom end of what your parents ever let slip in their darkest moments on a daily basis for 2 months. Well, it doesn't suit the narrative. It doesn't fit the psychology. I, even being someone, and I've told this story, of standing out there, what's the spirit of the bayonet? To kill, drill sergeant, to kill. I should go get something over there. What does the bayonet need? Blood, 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 drill sergeant. And you look around while you're doing these little exercises in the field with people all lined up with bayonets. And you see the glazed look in their eyes. Oh. I did not get brainwashed by basic. I did not kill my drill sergeant in the latrine. I did not need to be beaten to understand how to follow orders. My father did a lot of screaming. And by the end of it all, I used my wiles and my ways, and I made him a better person. That's why my brother hates both of us now, even though my father is dead. I can say it. He fucking hated him. And he blames us all for his hate. You do not need to beat somebody to make them well disciplined. They'll learn it on their own if what you are teaching them makes sense.